Congratulations to Gervonta Tank Davis with a knockout victory in the 6th round over Rolando Romero after a couple times of cancellation due to scheduling of this fight. It finally got made. Both parties had their particular issues that they felt they can have an advantage with each other. Also, they had, a lot of back and forth Twitter wars and, just building up the fight itself. Once the time it came, it finally was made. Rollie, strong, hard puncher, not the best background or the most extensive amateur or background pedigree due to his judo background. But, he has done something and made somewhat of a name for himself in his early career in boxing, 14-0 with 12 knockouts thus far. Maybe not of the best caliber opponents, but he has got better over the fights. Gervonta Tank Davis, and we already know his record. He was 25-0 with 23 knockouts. Now he's 26-0 with 24 knockouts, I believe. So, it's a change in the boxing. It's levels to boxing, I should say. Tank is a boxer puncher who was slick with a high boxing IQ that I feel like is underrated in his game. They look at him as a power puncher and on a set of power punches, but he actually boxes and has good defense and gets in his spots in the fight. But he was clearly outclassed, and he was thoroughly, the unsuperior boxer against, Tank Davis. Also, he tried to roughhouse in the clinch, make it, ugly for a little bit, but Tank is strong as well. A lot of speculation going around this fight was Rollie hits very hard, and it sounds different from people in sport, for whether it be sparring partners, coaches, or just people that are former pros, saying that it sounds different and things of that nature. And could Tank take a Rollie punch? And, you have to be accurate to land a solid punch like you want to. Credit to Rollie, he can punch. Tank did say he has power. He knew he could make it a phone fight, and he realized that, Rollie could punch. So he had to box, work his way in, and, set him up with something on the way in, because, his aggressive nature and aqua style, was going to make it difficult for him to, fight him traditionally. So I think it was a great job, great adjustments by Tank Davis. Rollie can continue to grow in his career at this point, and he should take this loss as a lesson and just go to the gym, polish up on just basic fundamentals and stance and base and a lot of things like that. He has fast hands with power. His feet are not too bad, but he just needs some lessons on some basic fundamentals, and I think he'll do well with the right coaching and the right adjustments going forward in fights. Also, you had people like Ryan Garcia betting and tweeting before the fight saying Tank would get stopped in the 9th round or sooner, and he eventually ended on betting Earl Spence $20,000 during the fight. Also, you had Teofimo Lopez, a good friend of Rolando Romero's as well. He put up $100K before the fight, and they both lost their money. So combined together, they both lost $100,000 betting against Tank Davis. So Faith and Rollie had them looking like this. So it is what it is. But where does Tank Davis go from here? He has an option. He has a WBA regular title. He can try to force the mandatory after the Devin Haney first fight, possibly, but he might, most likely, they're not going to shake on that unless it's a dramatic finish in the first fight with Kambosos and Devin Haney. He might have to wait most likely wait after the second fight and see if he can force that, make the fight with Devin Haney, and see, where it goes. If they can, he can win undisputed, and then I guess go on from there.